The former Free State Premier Ace Magashule's so-called advisor is now being named in the R25m Nulane Investments criminal trial. The state today calling the former Deloitte consultant Omri van Zyl to the stand. His testimony marks a major step forward in the state's case against the 6 people who are charged. In cross-examination, counsel for alleged Gupta aide Dinesh Patel said Narayan instructed his client to email Deloitte. Our reporter Erin Bates in court for us today. Erin, good afternoon to you. Omri van Zyl introduced a huge multitude of emails between Deloitte and 2 of the accused. What did he say?
So he says that Dinesh Patel was his point person for Nulane Investments, but that Iqbal Sharma was copied in on several emails in October. During cross-examination, he agreed that the copying in of Sharma fell away into early 2012, the initial email chain starting in October of 2011, Stephen. And he's really kind of drawn into scrutiny and into the center fold of this case. The interactions between Deloitte, the consulting firm, and Nulane Investments, which on the state's case was an alleged front for the Gupta family. And here we're starting to see how Dinesh Patel and his brother-in-law Iqbal Sharma might be trying to throw one another under the bus, as it were, although mention of anything of that kind actually seemed to rankle counsel for Dinesh Patel in a break during proceedings on what has been quite a significant day in this criminal trial.
Patel says Narayan was telling him what to do. Is there proof of that?
There isn't as yet, although this is the version that Advocate Kenny Oldwage has put forward on behalf of Patel. And Omri van Zyl of Deloitte has nothing to contradict or challenge this. He cannot dispute it, although he says to the best of his knowledge, as far as he knew, they were dealing with Patel as a representative for Nulane Investments, and that he understood that Sharma was a chairperson, perhaps, of the business. He also said that he met with Patel twice. Once was at a Tasha's, during which he recalls vividly that Patel ordered a Dr. Pawpaw dish, which made it stand out in his memory, and another time in Cape Town, which he says he recalls because Patel had some cosmetic work done on his hairline. But the details of those exact dates not clear, and Oldwage for Patel really trying to drive home the point that on his client's version and his instructions, his client was doing what this advisor to Ace Magashule, who only became an advisor after a recce in India in early 2012, one must bear in mind, was telling him to do, that Patel thought nothing was amiss, and that he was merely fulfilling administrative tasks in what was seemingly an above-board interaction between Deloitte and this supposed or alleged Gupta front company.
Patel and Sharma are probably the 2 people most embroiled in all of this evidence. What else have their lawyers had to say?
So when we had cross-examination from counsel for Sharma, that is Bronwyn Forbay, the defense attorney, he confirmed that, in fact, Omri van Zyl of Deloitte had never spoken with Sharma in terms of this engagement over Nulane Investments and the dairy venture in the Free State province, that he fell away from those email chains into early 2012, and that he had never had any interactions about the Mohuma Mobung ventures with Iqbal Sharma, really trying to sort of scrape his client from any associations or sort of official involvement in this, and him saying, for example, there were no red receipts for the emails into which Sharma was copied, there was no response, there was no confirmation, really trying to get his client out of the proverbial firing line, as it were, Stephen. And now we're seeing in this case this important shift where the alleged associates of the Guptas, the alleged business people in the private sector who on the state's case were working to aid and abet the Gupta family interests, are now being drawn into the fray. But importantly, of course, also that later advisor to Ace Magashule, then premier in the Free State. We know from evidence at the Zondo Commission that Zondo recommended that both Magashule and Narayan be criminally investigated by the state over their alleged involvement in this matter. And it's starting to sketch a broader political picture as we move forward in this 3rd week of criminal proceedings in the state capture matter.
Erin Bates, thank you very much indeed, our reporter in that trial for you in Nulane today.